Let's take a few moments to talk about defragmenting our hard drive. Over time, as you install and delete programs and files on your computer, the bits and pieces of data that is stored on your hard drive become fragmented and kind of spread out. In the end, and the result of all that fragmentation is a slowdown of the machine's performance. One of the things that we could do is to reorganize all those bits and pieces of data through a program called Disk Defragmenter. To launch Disk Defragmenter on a Windows 7 machine, you'd click on Start, All Programs, Accessories. I want to scroll down, System Tools, and Disk Defragmenter. The Disk Defragmenter window will pop up. It'll tell you what the current schedule is. If you have it scheduled to run automatically, it can do that. To do that, we can click on Configure Schedule, and that'll allow you to select the frequency, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, what day of the week. If you selected monthly, you could select, what day of the month, the 15th day, the 30th day of the month. But going back to daily or weekly, the day of the week, the time of day, and which disks that you want to apply this action to. And that's how you would schedule the defragmenter to run on its own. Something to keep in mind, that when you run Disk Defragmenter, it can possibly take up a lot of your system's resources, which means that your machine's performance may not be optimum. And then, depending on how fragmented your machine is, it could take a considerable amount of time. I recommend running Disk Defragmenter maybe at the end of the day, or when you're getting ready to go on a break, or maybe even in the morning before you sit down to work at your workstation for an extended period of time. Run the defragmenter, knowing that you're not going to need your machine, and you can just let it do its thing until it's done. So getting back to our Disk Defragmenter window, you can see the schedule if you have a schedule, and you can see what the current status is of your hard drives. In this example, you can see that our C drive had the defragmenter run on this particular date and time, and what the percentage of fragmentation was. You can do one of two things. You can either analyze the disk to see how fragmented it is and make your decision whether or not you want to defragment it, or you could just go right to defragmentation of the disk. I think there are different schools of thought as to at what percentage you should defragment your machine. If you're noticing some slow-ups in performance, some slowdown in performance, I would recommend running the defragmenter regardless of what it says here for the amount of fragmentation. If you get into a regular habit of it, doing it once a month is probably not a bad thing. If you're removing and adding a lot of programs, maybe doing it more often is better. So in this case, let's go ahead and click on Defragment Disk. The first thing that it'll do in that process is analyze the machine and determine how fragmented the machine, your hard drive is. Once that process is done, it'll then start to reorganize the bits and pieces of data that are spread around your hard drive.
Open up the Windows menu or the round orb, and on the search bar, please type in uninstall. You will see that you'll get many uninstall, and this is not an accurate way of uninstalling programs. So my recommendation is typing add or remove. This command can be used in Windows 7. In Windows XP, you have to use a different command. Open up the add remove programs window and browse for the program that you want to uninstall. In this case, it's Facebook Messenger, which I don't need anymore on my computer. You can either click on it or go to the top, then press uninstall. Follow the prompt, says yes, continue until it completes. In this case, Facebook Messenger is running, you'll get an alert saying that the program is running, and in order for it to finish uninstalling, you have to press OK, and it'll close the program for you. And then once that's completed, that's all you need to uninstall a program on Windows 7. Now I'm going to show you a different way. You can go to the control panel to uninstall a program. Open up the start menu again, and at this time we're going to go to the sidebar where it says control panel, and then click on it. This should automatically open up your control panel, and you'll see tab where it says programs, and underneath it says uninstall program. Click on this icon. That would open up the uninstall add remove Windows window. And as again, we're gonna browse through the computer, find what program you're not using. You can use the different tabs to sort when was the last use, but in this case I know that I don't use Amazon links, so I'll click on it, press uninstall on the top, and just follow the prompts. And that's two ways on how to uninstall a program in Windows 7. Let it finish, and you're all done. Please stop this video and follow along as needed. Thank you.